Good morning, it's Wednesday the 20th of March. As I mentioned in my last reflection, I will be given another update today on the progress of my Lent knit-along, which is heading towards completion on Easter Sunday. The knitting has been progressing more smoothly than the last time I updated you. This is the current progress so far. I think now that I'm more used to the pattern, and finally the holes are appearing in the right places. There are now over 350 stitches on the circular needle, so it takes quite a time just to do one row. I need to make sure I have the time to complete a row before I start it, otherwise I'll be confused if I have to come back and pick up where I left off partway through a row. The knitting's a few days behind where I will actually be on the day because of recording this reflection early. It's still not possible to see what the completed shawl will look like, but it is starting to take shape. Alongside the knitting, there is a written reflection for each day. Each week's reflections are written by a different author and they're very varied. A couple of weeks ago, the reflections were around a mathematical formula. I found this fascinating, as so rarely are reflections on such a topic. However, I also realised that what I found interesting may have not been so for other people who have little or no such interest in these things. Thank goodness then for the variety of reflections so that all those reading them can hopefully find something that speaks to them. On the topic of reflections, this book is called Knit, Purl, Pray by Lisa Bogart. It contains a series of reflections on knitting. One particular reflection is called Superpowers. Lisa reminds readers of the need for a variety of stitches and techniques to make a finished article. There's the need to cast on stitches, to knit, purl, yarn over, knit two together, to name but a few. Without these there'd be no variety and no shaping of the item. If we only cast on stitches, we'd have a lot of stitches, but nothing actually knitted. If we kept knitting without any shaping, it would just be one long block of knitting, whose purpose was unclear. Each stitch has a purpose. What is important is putting all these together to make a whole. This reminds me of the passage in Paul's letter to the Corinthians. For just as the body is one and has many members, and all the members of the body, though many, are one body, so it is with Christ. For in the one Spirit we were all baptized into one body, Jews or Greeks, slaves or free, and we were all made to drink of one Spirit. Indeed, the body does not consist of one member, but of many. Taking one type of stitch out of the pattern would mean that the pattern would no longer be as it should. Keeping gifts to ourselves deprives the world of something special. So make sure you use your superpower today. I share Lisa's prayer as our prayer today. Dear Father, you have given each of us work to do, and our roles in this world are integrated. Every task needs to be addressed. Remind me to play my role with enthusiasm. Amen.